Question 1. What does this road sign indicate for all vehicles? A. One-way traffic ahead. B. No entry. C. Minimum speed limit. D. Yield to oncoming traffic. Answers is B. No entry. This sign indicates no entry. It means that all vehicles are prohibited from entering the road or area where the sign is displayed. It is commonly found at exits of one-way streets or restricted access areas. Question 2. What is the primary purpose of using indicators before changing lanes? A. To signal readiness to speed up. B. To inform other road users of your intentions. C. To test the indicator light's function. D. To keep the steering wheel steady. Answers is B. To inform other road users of your intentions. Using indicators is crucial for road safety. It communicates your intention to turn or change lanes to other drivers, cyclists, and pedestrians, allowing them to anticipate your movement and react accordingly, preventing accidents. Question 3. What should a driver do when encountering this sign on a narrow road? A. Speed up to clear the road. B. Give way to oncoming traffic. C. Assert priority over other vehicles. D. Stop and wait for 5 minutes. Answers is B. Give way to oncoming traffic. The priority over oncoming traffic is sign means that you must give way to vehicles approaching from the opposite direction. You should wait until the way is clear before proceeding, especially on narrow sections of road. Question 4. What must you do if you are involved in a minor traffic accident with no? A. Drive away immediately. B. Exchange particulars with other parties. C. Call a tow truck first. D. Wait for the police for 2 hours. Answers is B. Exchange particulars with other parties. Even in a minor accident without, you must stop, exchange particulars name, address, contact number, insurance company, vehicle number with all parties involved, and report the accident to your insurer. Question 5. What does this sign warn drivers about on the road ahead? A. No parking zone. B. Pedestrian crossing ahead. C. Children's play area. D. Road closed to vehicles. Answers is B. Pedestrian crossing ahead. This sign is a warning sign indicating a pedestrian crossing ahead. Drivers should slow down, be prepared to stop, and look out for pedestrians who may be crossing or about to cross the road. Question 6. What is the correct procedure for executing a U-turn in Singapore? A. U-turn at any junction. B. Only at U-turn pockets or signs. C. When traffic is light. D. Anywhere on a dual carriageway. Answers is B. Only at U-turn pockets or signs. U-turns are only permitted at U-turn pockets or where a sign is present. Performing a U-turn elsewhere can be dangerous and is illegal, potentially obstructing traffic flow. Question 7. What does this sign indicate about the road ahead? A. Steep descent. B. Road hump or bump. C. Uneven road surface. D. Speed camera ahead. Answers is B. Road hump or bump. This warning sign indicates a hump or bump in the road. Drivers should reduce their speed before reaching the hump to avoid discomfort, damage to the vehicle, or loss of control. Question 8. Which type of vehicle is prohibited from entering this road? A. Motorcycles. B. Goods vehicles. C. Private cars. D. Answers is B. Goods vehicles. This sign, "No entry for goods vehicles," indicates that all goods vehicles are prohibited from entering the road beyond the sign. It is usually implemented to restrict heavy traffic in certain areas. Question 9. What action should you take when you see this sign? A. Proceed with caution. B. Stop completely and give way. C. Slow down and proceed. D. Only stop if traffic is present. Answers is B. Stop completely and give way. The stop sign "Stop" and "Give way" requires you to bring your vehicle to a complete halt before the stop line, even if no other traffic is visible. After stopping, you must give way to traffic on the main road before proceeding. Question 10. What is considered a safe following distance from the vehicle in front? A. As close as possible. B. At least gap in good conditions. C. 1 car length always. D. Only if speeding. Answers is B. At least gap in good conditions. The rule is a common guideline for safe following distance. In good conditions, you should be able to count 2 seconds from when the vehicle in front passes a fixed point until your vehicle passes the same point. Increase this in poor conditions. Question 11. What does this sign indicate regarding turns at the junction ahead? A. Right turn compulsory. B. No right turn. C. Right turn only at night. D. U-turn allowed to the right. Answers is B. No right turn. This sign means no right turn. Drivers are prohibited from making a right turn at the junction or intersection where this sign is posted. They must find an alternative route or proceed if permitted. Question 12. When is it permissible to use your vehicle's horn in Singapore? A. To greet friends. B. To warn of danger. C. To express frustration. D. To indicate lane change. Answers is B. To warn of danger. The horn should only be used to warn other road users of impending danger or your presence when necessary to prevent an accident. Unnecessary or prolonged honking is considered a nuisance and is illegal. Question 13. What does this sign mean for vehicles on the road? A. Minimum speed 50 km per hour. B. Maximum speed limit 50 km per hour. C. Recommended speed 50 km per hour. D. Speed up to 50 km per hour. Answers is B. Maximum speed limit 50. This is a prohibitory sign indicating the maximum speed limit of 50. Drivers must not exceed this speed in the area where the sign is displayed. Always obey posted speed limits for safety. Question 14. What should a driver do when approaching a yellow box junction? A. Enter only if the lights are green. B. Only enter if your exit is clear. C. Stop in the yellow box if traffic is heavy. D. Speed up to clear the box. Answers is B. Only enter if your exit is clear. You must not enter a yellow box junction unless your exit from the junction is clear. This rule is designed to prevent traffic congestion within the junction itself and keep traffic flowing. Question 15. What does this sign inform drivers about the road ahead? A. Steep descent. B. Steep ascent. C. Uneven road. D. Road narrows ahead. Answers is B, steep ascent. This sign warns drivers of a steep ascent ahead. Drivers should be prepared to select a lower gear if driving a manual vehicle, or be aware of engine performance and potential need for more power in an automatic to maintain speed and control. Question 16. What is the primary rule when driving in a tunnel? A. Use high beam headlights. B. Keep a safe distance and switch on headlights. C. Overtake frequently. D. Turn off all lights to save power. Answers is B. Keep a safe distance and switch on headlights. When driving in a tunnel, it is mandatory to switch on your headlights to ensure visibility for yourself and other drivers. Maintaining a safe following distance is also crucial due to potentially visibility and limited escape routes. Question 17. What does this sign indicate for drivers in this lane? A. Turn left only. B. Proceed straight or turn right. C. U-turn allowed here. D. Left turn only. Answers is B. Proceed straight or turn right. This mandatory sign indicates that vehicles in the lane marked with this sign must either proceed straight or turn right. Drivers should position their vehicle in the correct lane well in advance. Question 18. What does this sign mean for cyclists? A. No cycling allowed. B. Cyclists leaving or entering. C. Cycle track ahead. D. Cyclists must dismount. Answers is B. Cyclists leaving or entering. This warning sign indicates cyclists the road. Drivers should be extra vigilant, slow down, and be prepared for cyclists to appear on the road unexpectedly from a side path or entrance. Question 19. What does this sign tell you about the road ahead? A. Uneven road. B. Slippery road. C. Loose gravel. D. Road narrows. Answers is B. Slippery road. This warning sign indicates a slippery road ahead. Drivers should exercise extreme caution, reduce speed, and avoid sudden braking or steering movements, especially during wet weather, to prevent skidding. Question 20. When is it safest to overtake another vehicle? A. On a bend. B. When you have clear visibility and space. C. Approaching a junction. D. On the left side of a vehicle. Answers is B. When you have clear visibility and space. Overtaking should only be done when you have a clear view of the road ahead, sufficient space to complete the maneuver safely, and it is not prohibited by signs or road markings. Always ensure you can return to your lane safely. Question 21. What does this sign prohibit? A. No parking. B. No overtaking. C. No stopping. D. No U-turn. Answers is B. No overtaking. The no overtaking sign prohibits drivers from overtaking other vehicles in the zone ahead. This restriction is typically enforced in areas where visibility is limited or passing would be dangerous, such as narrow roads or bends. Question 22. What should you do if your vehicle breaks down on an expressway? A. Stay in your vehicle and wait. B. Move to the road shoulder, switch on hazard lights. C. Attempt to repair it in the lane. D. Call a friend for help first. Answers is B. Move to the road shoulder, switch on hazard lights. If your vehicle breaks down on an expressway, move it to the road shoulder if possible. Switch on your hazard lights Place a warning triangle, if available, behind your vehicle and move to a safe location away from traffic before calling for assistance. Question 23. What does this sign mean for drivers at an intersection? A. Stop completely. B. Give way to traffic on major road. C. Proceed without caution. D. Only give way to buses. Answers is B. Give way to traffic on major road. The give way sign means you must slow down or stop if necessary to allow traffic on the major road or from other directions to proceed first. You must not proceed until it is safe to do so without obstructing others. Question 24. What does this warning sign indicate about the road's condition? A. Hump ahead. B. Uneven road. C. Slippery road. D. Loose gravel. Answers is B. Uneven road. This sign warns of an uneven road surface. Drivers should reduce their speed and drive with caution to maintain control of the vehicle and minimize discomfort or damage from potholes, bumps, or other. Question 25. What should a driver do if they encounter this sign? A. Stop and wait for traffic. B. Proceed around the roundabout. C. Exit immediately. D. Only turn left. Answers is B. Proceed around the roundabout. This mandatory sign indicates a roundabout or circular intersection. Drivers must proceed in the direction of the arrows, giving way to traffic already circulating within the roundabout unless otherwise by other signs or markings. Question 26. What is the safest way to respond to road rage from another driver? A. Retaliate with aggressive driving. B. Avoid eye contact and create space. C. Engage in a verbal confrontation. D. Chase after the driver. Answers is B. Avoid eye contact and create space. When confronted with road rage, the safest approach is to remain calm, avoid eye contact, and create as much space as possible between your vehicle and the aggressive driver. Do not engage, as it can escalate the situation and put you at risk. Question 27. What does this sign indicate about the road ahead? A. Sharp left bend. B. Dangerous curve to the right. C. Road narrows on the right. D. Right turn only. Answers is B. Dangerous curve to the right. This warning sign indicates a dangerous curve to the right ahead. Drivers should reduce speed before entering the curve and be prepared to steer through it safely, avoiding sudden movements. Question 28. Which type of turning is prohibited by this sign? A. Left turn. B. U-turn. C. Right turn. D. Any turn. Answers is B. U-turn. This sign means no. Drivers are prohibited from making a U-turn at the location where this sign is posted. U-turns can be dangerous and are restricted in areas with high traffic volume or poor visibility. Question 29. What does this sign indicate about parking at this location? A. Parking allowed. B. No parking. C. Loading zone. D. Restricted parking hours. Answers is B. No parking. The no parking sign indicates that you are not allowed to park your vehicle at this location. However, stopping to pick up or drop off passengers is usually permitted, provided you do not leave the vehicle. Question 30. Why is it dangerous to drive with worn tires? A. They make the car noisy. B. Grip especially in wet conditions. C. They look unattractive. D. They increase fuel economy. Answers is B. Grip, especially in wet conditions. Worn tires, especially those with insufficient tread depth, significantly reduce a vehicle's grip on the road, particularly in wet conditions. This increases braking distances and the risk of skidding, making them very dangerous. Question 31. What does this sign indicate for public transport vehicles? A. No public transport allowed. B. Road with a lane for public transport. C. Public parking zone. D. Bus stop ahead. Answers is B. Road with a lane for public transport. This information sign indicates a road with a lane for public transport vehicles. Drivers of private vehicles should be aware of dedicated lanes for buses or taxis and avoid driving or stopping in them during operational hours. Question 32. What does this sign indicate about the road ahead? A. Speed camera ahead. B. Road works ahead. C. Traffic congestion. D. New road surface. Answers is B. Road works ahead. This warning sign indicates road works ahead. Drivers should slow down, be prepared for diversions, lane widths, temporary speed limits, and the presence of workers or machinery on or near the road. Question 33. What is the primary action required when you see this sign? A. Turn right. B. Proceed straight. C. Turn left. D. U-turn. Answers is B. Proceed straight. This mandatory sign, proceed straight, indicates that vehicles in the lane or road displaying this sign must continue straight ahead and are not permitted to turn left or right. Question 34. What should you do if your vision is impaired by heavy rain? A. Increase speed to clear the area. B. Slow down, turn on headlights and wipers. C. Turn off lights to avoid glare. D. Pull over immediately and exit the car. Answers is B. Slow down, turn on headlights and wipers. Heavy rain severely reduces visibility. You should slow down, switch on your headlights low beam to be seen by others and improve your view, and use your wipers at an appropriate speed. If visibility is extremely poor, consider pulling over safely. Question 35. What does this sign typically warn you about? A. Junction ahead. B. Railway crossing. C. Tram line ahead. D. Level crossing with gates. Answers is B. Railway crossing. This warning sign indicates a railway crossing without barriers ahead. Drivers must slow down, look, and listen for approaching trains, and only cross when it is safe and clear to do so. Question 36. What does this sign prohibit for drivers? A. No U-turn. B. No sounding of horn. C. No overtaking. D. No heavy vehicles. Answers is B. No sounding of horn. This sign indicates no sounding of horn. It is typically found in residential areas, near hospitals, or at specific times to reduce noise pollution. Drivers should refrain from using their horn unnecessarily. Question 37. What does this sign mean for priority on this section of road? A. Give way to all traffic. B. You have priority on this road. C. Slow down and stop. D. Road ends ahead. Answers is B. You have priority on this road. This priority road sign indicates that traffic on this road has priority over traffic entering from minor roads or junctions until another priority sign like end of priority road is encountered. Question 38. What should a driver be aware of when seeing this sign? A. Zoo entrance. B. Children likely to be present. C. School bus stop. D. Adult pedestrian crossing. Answers is B. Children likely to be present. This warning sign indicates children are likely to be in the vicinity, often near schools, playgrounds, or residential areas. Drivers must slow down, be highly vigilant, and be prepared for children to act unpredictably. Question 39. What does this sign indicate about stopping? A. Parking allowed. B. No stopping. C. Loading zone. D. Temporary stop allowed. Answers is B. No stopping. The no stopping sign prohibits vehicles from stopping at any time for any reason, even briefly to pick up or drop off passengers. This is stricter than no parking and is often found in or critical areas. Question 40. What is the primary danger when driving close behind a large vehicle? A. Getting splashed with water. B. Forward visibility. C. Increased fuel consumption. D. The large vehicle might reverse. Answers is B. Forward visibility. Driving too close behind a large vehicle, like a bus or lorry, severely reduces your forward visibility, making it difficult to see hazards ahead or react to sudden changes in traffic flow. This increases the risk of a collision. Question 41. What does this sign indicate for drivers at a junction? A. Main road ahead. B. Junction with a minor road. C. Roundabout ahead. D. Road merges from left. Answers is B. Junction with a minor road. This warning sign indicates a junction with a minor road ahead. The main road is depicted as thicker. Drivers should be aware of potential traffic entering from the minor road and proceed with caution. Question 42. What does this sign indicate regarding direction of travel? A. Two-way traffic. B. One-way road. C. Road ends. D. No entry. Answers is B. One-way road. This information sign indicates a one-way road. Vehicles are only permitted to travel in the direction by the arrow. This helps manage traffic flow and prevent head-on collisions. Question 43. What must you do when approaching this sign? A. Speed up to pass lights quickly. B. Be prepared to stop for traffic lights. C. Ignore the lights if green. D. Turn off your engine. Answers is B. Be prepared to stop for traffic lights. This sign warns of traffic light ahead. Drivers should anticipate the traffic lights, reduce speed, and be prepared to stop if the lights turn red or change to amber as they approach. Question 44. Which action is mandatory for drivers seeing this sign? A. Proceed straight. B. Turn right. C. Turn left. D. U-turn. Answers is B. Turn right. This mandatory sign, turn right, indicates that drivers in the lane or road displaying this sign must turn right at the upcoming junction or intersection. It dictates the required direction of travel. Question 45. What does this sign indicate about the general area? A. Commercial zone. B. Residential area or living zone. C. Industrial park. D. Expressway entrance. Answers is B. Residential area or living zone. This information sign indicates the beginning of a residential area or living zone. In such areas, lower speed limits typically apply, and drivers should be extra cautious for pedestrians and children who have higher priority. Question 46. What should you do if your brakes fail while driving? A. Turn off the engine immediately. B. Pump the brake pedal, use handbrake, shift to lower gear. C. Steer into oncoming traffic to slow down. D. Close your eyes and hope for the best. Answers is B. Pump the brake pedal, use handbrake, shift to lower gear. If your brakes fail, pump the brake pedal rapidly to try and build up pressure. Apply the handbrake gradually to avoid skidding. Shift to a lower gear to use engine braking. Look for a safe place to stop, such as an escape ramp or soft shoulder, while signaling your distress. Question 47. What does this sign indicate to drivers? A. Clear road ahead. B. Traffic congestion ahead. C. Road works ahead. D. New speed limit. Answers is B. Traffic congestion ahead. This warning sign indicates traffic congestion ahead. Drivers should be prepared for slow-moving or stopped traffic, increase their following distance, and avoid sudden braking. Question 48. What does this sign mean regarding turning left? A. Left turn compulsory. B. No left turn. C. Left turn only at specific times. D. U-turn allowed to the left. Answers is B. No left turn. This sign means no left turn. Drivers are prohibited from making a left turn at the junction or intersection where this sign is displayed. They must choose an alternative route or direction. Question 49. What does this sign primarily indicate? A. End of expressway. B. Motorway or expressway. C. Road for motor vehicles. D. Restricted access road. Answers is B. Motorway or expressway. This information sign indicates the beginning of a motorway or expressway. These roads typically have higher speed limits, restricted points, and usually prohibit certain types of vehicles like motorcycles below a certain engine capacity or bicycles. Question 50. What should you do when you see hazard lights flashing on a stationary vehicle ahead? A. Overtake quickly. B. Slow down and be prepared for potential hazards. C. Assume the driver is taking a break. D. Flash your own high beams. Answers is B. Slow down and be prepared for potential hazards. Flashing hazard lights on a stationary vehicle indicate a potential problem or hazard, such as a breakdown, accident, or temporary stop. You should slow down, increase your awareness of the surroundings, and be prepared to take evasive action if necessary.